Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Phil's Recap and Review. Star Wars, The Last Jedi, the trailer, the official trailer is finally here. Tickets are on sale. I got my fucking tickets. I'm ready to watch this trailer. I haven't actually officially watched it. I would have been out here a little bit sooner, but I had a little bit of a disaster. I got so excited, I exploded. I tried to open a bottle of wine because, you know, I was like, I gotta have a sip of a drink while I do this in some fashion. And I couldn't get the thing out, so I was poking at it. It was like I had a lightsaber trying to open up, cut a birthday cake or something, and it exploded, literally exploded all over the kitchen, all over my face, all over my clothes, all over the ceiling. I'm gonna have to paint the ceiling, but it's worth it. The dark side is crazy inside my kitchen. But everybody, welcome back to Phil's Recap and Review. Tonight we're gonna look at, I'm gonna watch The Force. I keep wanting to say Force Awakens too. No. The Last Jedi trailer, and basically watch it once and then kind of break it down and watch it a few thousand times and check it out and see what I think about it. And it's pretty fucking exciting. This is the second year in a row they did something like this, where they show and they first showed the trailer on Monday Night Football at halftime, which is a really interesting choice, but it's forcing people to watch a product that isn't as popular as it used to be because it's on ESPN anyways. But now everything, it's online, it's ready. No one wants to hear me talking. No more happy horse shit. Let's stop this. Let's stop the fucking music. Stop the music now. Let's look into the live motherfucking chat. We got Timo, the bloody talker, Hannibal, Kylo Ren will steal this movie. We got so many people in the live motherfucking chat right now getting ready to watch this trailer. I'm sure some people have already watched it. I have not. I'm not by any means a Star Wars expert when it comes to kind of following things in between the movies and knowing what's happening and know behind the scenes stuff. I haven't watched a lick of shit. So this will be, and I mean, I watched the last trailer, which was teaser, excuse me, which was just, it's exciting. But I'm hoping for a little bit more of a focus of figuring out what's going on in this movie. So enough of this talking, enough of the happy horse shit. No one wants to hear that. If anyone's popping on in, they don't want to hear me talk. They want to watch this shit. So let's get to this shit and actually watch it and see how this is going. Let's go. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Phil, and watch the damn thing already. Let me make sure the volume is up. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, microphone. Don't do this to me. Don't do it to me, you dumb shit. Okay, play the fucking thing. Play.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now. Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be. Going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
available now. Hurry up, run, get your tickets now. Okay, I gotta watch that again. I definitely have to watch that again. This time I may stop and or comment on it as it's going on. This is a very detailed trailer. There's a lot of shit that happens in here. I'm sort of like, what the fuck's going on? This is my face while I'm watching the trailer at this point. I am fucking, my computer's running like an asshole today. What the fuck? I moved a lot of shit in my room to give myself a lot more space so I'm not bumping into crap all the time. And by doing that, my computer didn't like it. And it's yelling at me now. It's like, I don't like where you moved me, you dumb Padawan. So, let's get into this. Let's watch this trailer again and break it down.
When I found you.
So who is that at the beginning just standing there? It looks like Luke from behind to me. Like old school Luke. Like a flashback of Luke post Return of the Jedi. I don't know if that's who it is, but that's what it looks like to me from that angle. But anyone have any opinions of who this is in this first image? Like I said, I'm a dumbass. I'm not sure what the fuck's going on. So we have to figure this shit out together. Or is that Rey with her hair up? I don't know. Let's get into this. I can't wait. Okay. Let's go into the live chat. Oh my god, Phil must really love Star Wars. I think this is the first time he was absolutely silent in a reaction. What the fuck is this sorcery? No, it's not about being silent. I like to let the first one go. And I'm a little bit more just than jumping up and down and going crazy quite yet. Definitely Kylo looks like Luke. Jonathan Phoenix says, looks like Kylo. The haircut matches Kylo. You're supposed to show your face as you watch. What the fuck? You don't want to see that. You don't want to see my fucking face. Oh, you want me to do it like this? Where I watch like this? Okay, let's see.
When I found you.
Yes! What was that? Ooh, baby, when I found you. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, fuck. Wait a second, there's no shots of Picard in this trailer. Do we think Wesley makes a cameo? I do think we do have a Star Trek cameo in this thing. It goes like this. Oh, there he is. Picard made his way into the trailer. It happened.
Untamed power.
Unlimited power. I'm going to say that there's a couple things that I really do like in what I've seen so far here in this trailer my first time through it. There's a couple of points that I went, I'm not sure about that. So let me break this down and explain the one or two things that kind of had me off a little bit. But so far, so fucking good.
And beyond that.
Yeah, we've never had a silent Phil for the first reaction. Yes, we have. That's how I always do the first one. The first one, I try to watch it all the way through. That's what I try to do. Do you think Kylo kills his mom? Yes, I do. I absolutely, at least from this trailer, that's what they're making it seem like. So let's continue this. Take it.
Something truly special.
I was trying to take it in, motherfuckers. Oh my god, Luke's been taken over by a Terminator.
But now it's awake. And I need help.
Okay, we've seen that shot before. But Luke's not going to be able to give her enough. Luke is scared.
Lost strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then.
Another.
It does now. Let the past die.
Hissy fit time. Okay, I'm excited that we're gonna get at least one more Kylo Ren hissy fit where he's just like, fuck. I thought I'd have more room in here.
Kill it. If you have to.
Luke looks like the dude in this movie a little bit. He looks like he looks like the dude abides. Yeah, and this whole setup right here is obviously, or seems like it's making it seem like Kylo, for a big step, now needs to kill both of his parents, to kill both of his stuff. And it would make sense for because of Carrie Fisher's unfortunate passing, that she won't make it out of this movie. I think that's a probable moment to happen. That's why they're kind of basically probably just telling us it in the trailer itself.
That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Fire! Okay, that's the one part I'm not. What we got Chewie's not cute enough. The last movie we got BB-8 as a little, a new look on the droid so we could sell toys. And now we need, oh, Chewie's cute. We need a new furry something. We need a little furry something to sell. Come on, what can we make? Merchandising! And this has nothing to do with the trailer. The trailer is fucking awesome. I'm having a good time about it. But the first moment, this was the moment that made me silent. You want to know why I didn't have a reaction right afterwards? Because I was leading up to it. I was like, I react. And then we see the little hamster guy, and I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Dude. Here's the toy. Here comes the toy. Thank you. No, I mean, it's going to be very cute. It's going to be very cute. If it says Misa Danger Mouse said, what was Danger Mouse's partner, the hamster guy? Whatever. No, actually, it's not a hamster. Now that I look at it more, it looks more like a sea creature of some sort. Yeah, I have a Funko Pop limited edition. I'm a sellout. The penguin tribble thing is annoying. Yeah, exactly. Whatever the hell it is. I don't even know what the fuck this. I don't know what the fuck's up with the space penguin. That's some random shit. It seems like it's a specific product placement in the trailer of order this toy now. At the end of this trailer, it shouldn't say order your tickets now. It should say order that new plush fish taco toy that you got going here, whatever this thing is. And again, this has nothing to do with the trailer. The trailer is very fucking awesome. Look at Chewbacca. Look at there. Chewbacca. He's a Wookiee. He comes from Endor. He's gonna bite your fucking head off. I'm definitely excited to see some more Chewbacca, but. And it's gonna have nothing. It's gonna be like a 2-second cameo in the movie or something by this little creature, and you're just gonna be smiling, "Hi guys," but I don't know. It's called Porg. Oh, Timo says it's cute. It's like Orbity from the Jetsons. It's a gremlin. It's gonna be a compelling character. Be nice, Phil. Phil, it's gonna be the central part of the second act of the film, Phil. Just, come on, dude. You don't know Porg? I'm gonna go back and Pork's gonna be no, Porg. Sorry, wrong thing. I'm hungry. I want some bacon. This trailer's making me want some bacon. I'm so fucking excited though. I was excited that I got my tickets. I was able to order my tickets before the trailer even dropped, so I didn't really have to stress out too much about those. I have them for opening night at 7 o'clock. Assigned seats, which is weird, but I already got the seats, so they had me before this trailer, and the trailer is definitely amping it up to the point where now I just can't wait. December 14th. Now I'm starting to have that fuck you December 14th. You're too far out there. That seems like an awful long time right now, but here we go. More.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think.
I'm getting too old for this shit. The Grumpy Old Man of the Year award goes to Luke Skywalker in this one. Oh, the Bloody Talker. Thank you so much for the super chat donation, Bloody Talker. Let me spin the motherfucking wheel for you, buddy. Huge thanks for that. And he says, this shit is turning into Pokemon. We got Ice types, EV, Pocket Space Penguin. What the fuck's going on? Wouldn't it be better if that thing's name was Porgy? Porg is the Last Jedi, says F. Sean says, don't like seeing Luke look so shook. And I think it's a new look throughout for Luke this movie. And I mean, I expect Luke to be a huge part of this movie moving forward. And I don't see Luke dying in this movie. I think Luke is going to be a big force for this series, at least into the next movie, if I had to do predictions. I don't know any spoilers, and I don't know anything like that. I don't see them, I mean, they could just get rid of everybody from the old guard, so then the last movie in the series stands on all the new cast. So perhaps this could be the end of the line for Luke. But he's definitely grumpy old Luke in this trailer, and I like that. I like seeing it's a difficult look, but considering everything that happened and all the weight of rebuilding the Jedi and how it all eventually ended up turning out as it appears, it makes sense that you're going to get a very bitter and scared Luke. And I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see how Mark Hamill plays that at this point, to just give him some good work to do. And I don't know. I'm very fucking excited to see Mark Hamill. I think out of everything, even though I do love these new characters more than I think some people do, I'm a big fan. Sometimes I feel like I'm one of the last two people on Earth with Broke Black Man 94 that really like Force Awakens. So I don't give a fuck. I love these characters. I'm invested in these characters in this story. All of them. Kylo, Rey, Finn, Poe, the whole group, I'm invested. Not that little penguin thing, but we'll see. I might get invested in him too. I might get a plush toy to hang up right behind me near the Ninja Turtle thing. I'm invested in this fucking universe, but I've been waiting a long time through the whole last movie. I expected, for whatever it's worth, I expected Luke to have a little bit more of a part in Force Awakens, so it seems like a long time to wait to see the conclusion of what happened after Return of the Jedi from Luke's perspective. And from what we can see in this trailer so far, watching through it, it seems like we're going to get some of those flashbacks and some of those looks, at least to when Luke started to try to rebuild the Jedi stuff and see how that all fell apart, or at least a grumpy old Luke that's going to be very, very po-poing on Rey doing anything remotely Jedi-like at first. I'll train you, but yeah, you're going to get yourself killed. The Jedi suck. So it's going to be interesting seeing Luke in that possible dynamic. Let's go. Do you find out who the hell Snoke is? I hope so. I think that the movie is going to determine whether The Force Awakens was mediocre or a good movie. Alexander says, take a closer look at the scene with Snoke saying destiny. This isn't what he's mouthing. If you slow it down, it looks like he's saying Obi-Wa, and then it cuts off and look closely. I will get to that, Alex. Thank you so much. It makes him look human if he's less boss and scared after the burning of the Jedi Academy. Slightly above, meh. I think whatever the porgy Pokemon was looked cuddly, says Timo. A penguin, what did I miss? Alex, you think Rey is Obi-Wan's daughter. You think I want to see who Snoke is? Penguins of Madagascar. I have to agree, Argyle is sexy as hell. I predict Snoke will get murdered by the greatest Jedi ever, the Porg. Sith for the win, says Nick Kurtz. Thank you to everyone that's popping on in tonight to check this out. If you haven't and you're enjoying this stuff, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing an immediate reaction right after the movie airs. When I get home, I'm going to a 7 o'clock showing, so I probably will be on around 10 o'clock that night doing a quick non-spoiler review. Then I'll bring in some friends and we'll have a big spoiler discussion a couple days down the road. So definitely, if you want to hear more Star Wars crap on this channel, definitely keep subscribed. Let me know in this video, in the comment section of this video, maybe some other stuff, some more pre-series, pre-movie hype and excitement type shit. But let's get back into, I still have a lot more of this, a lot more 20 times to rewatch this trailer. So let's go. Let's go, asshole. Play it.
Fulfill your destiny.
Okay, the destiny part. I don't know how to do slow motion. I know there is a way to do it on the YouTube player, but it's tough to tell there. I'd have to blow it up on the screen and look at that over and over again. I'll get into that. I'm sure some other people will be doing videos breaking this down for little Easter eggs and pop-ins of that stuff. But that, I'm sure, I mean, I think it would make sense. I don't think it's going to be as simple as Rey is Luke's daughter. I don't think that makes sense completely. It's going to be somebody else. And Obi-Wan, that's someone said in the live chat. That's definitely a possibility. Rey looks very, and I also think this is going to be a movie that we're going to see Rey suffer some big losses in this movie in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's through Finn dying, whether it's through Luke just being fucking a douchebag to her and pushing her away in the sense of her training is so important to her and she's so earnest about it and he's just like, get the fuck out of here, almost paralleling him leaving with Obi-Wan just to show that Luke's just a big fucking quitter. Fuck you, Luke. No, I'm kidding. People are going to hate me on that one. But for whatever it's worth, I think Rey is going to suffer, not just in this moment right here where she's screaming, Khan! Or something like that. I think she's going to suffer some big losses in this movie. I think maybe not a point-for-point purposes, but I don't think this is a big mystery, but I think where this is going to follow along in the same format as the original trilogy, I hope to not be a remake in the way that Force Awakens could be argued is of New Hope. a reimagining or a relook at it or whatever. I don't want this to be a copy of Empire Strikes Back for any way, shape, or form. We do see the giant AT-ATs and all that stuff, which is interesting. But, excuse me, I just want it to have sort of a similar tone throughout and have a middle, darker point in the tone for the eventual, third act when everything gets better. And I think a lot of that's good. A lot of the loss and the shit and the darkness we're going to feel through Luke's performance and feel through his eyes of seeing all the fucking shit he's been through this whole time. There are plenty of other clues in The Force Awakens as to she might be a descendant of Obi-Wan. Most of it's with Rey's Force-back vision. The only person to directly address this in the vision is Obi-Wan himself. Rey kind of looks like Phil. I heard for Phil, it's official. I heard for Phil, it's official. Phil's famous. Thank you, Timo. Woo! He might think it's better for the Jedi and the Sith to go extinct and people use the Force. We got, what did the wheel end on? The wheel ended on, okay, I'm going to drink. I'm going to take a shot of wine. Anyway, for you, Bloody Taco. Thank you so much for the Super Chat donation, buddy. You fucking rule. I spilled that wine all over my ceiling in my kitchen, so I have to fucking drink it. There's no not drinking it now. Rey does kind of look like Phil's daughter. Ooh, she could be. Maybe I'm Rey's parent. I could be. If that means I have Force powers, that she could be a child. I don't remember. When I jumped in that magic portal and entered the Star Wars universe, and I got up and I played the magic drum for the Emperor Princess Palpatine. The Emperor Princess Palpatine. I met up with a courtesan that evening, and that theoretically could be the child of Rey, and then I popped back into the magic Dimension X portal beam that Krang let me borrow, and then I came back to this world. So I've never come back to this fucking world. So it is possible I could in fact be Rey's parent, Rey's father, Rey's parent. Well, Rey's indescript parent, as my camera's starting to fly in that other direction. Slowly but surely, my podcast is sinking here. It's like, I'm sinking! Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep that. Use the Force, Phil. Hit the like button, everybody. Use the Force and hit that fucking like button for more silly discussions. Okay, let's get back into watching the end of this trailer and then watching it again.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Okay. The end. And I also think that's we're talking about why I didn't have the crazy reaction right at the end. I think the end of this trailer, the way it comes off is very... It's not, and I like this about this trailer. This is a fucking awesome point about the trailer. So much, the art of making a trailer is very, there's not a lot of innovations in it at times. There's a lot of, you have to hit a high point. You have the music, the quick flashes and stuff like that. I feel like at times in this trailer, it still uses some of those devices, but there's some elements on this that are doing a little something different in the trailer, and I like that. I like that we're seeing a little bit more of placement of story. And I like the end, that it didn't end on a big bang sort of craziness. It ended more on a wah, dun dun dun, wah, dun dun dun. It didn't end before they have that discussion when they first meet, when the lightsabers meet. Dun dun, the Last Jedi, dun, or see like an exciting action sort of moment. They did on something that really kind of made you go, what? Well, how does it get to that point? That is at the end of the movie? Is that after a lot of attempted training with Luke that fails her and she keeps fucking up because of a movie of failure from everything that Luke teaches her and he abandons her or leaves or gets killed from some other purpose besides Kylo, because she wouldn't turn to Kylo right away if he killed Luke in that situation? Maybe Luke abandons her at some point in the movie. Just, this is too much for me. I'm getting the hell out of here. And she's forced to turn to him when everyone she cares about dies. But it's just, that's one of the points that's like tickling my testicle twat right now, like in the back of my mind. That's making me like kind of itchy about why is what leads her to that point. And I think it's very cool that they led off on, or that they finished the trailer off on that. And that's something that they're kind of giving us as an audience. Is it weird editing tricks that she's actually talking to Luke in that situation and not Kylo? But no, I think that was what was presented in that situation. So that's probably my favorite element of this trailer. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens in it, but I feel like that's a little something different. That's showing us, whoa, okay, I didn't really think about that exactly, about her and because with what happened at the end of Force Awakens, where she defeats Kylo pretty easily, essentially, when she kind of powers up and stuff. It's both of their arcs are different. This is one of those, how is it different than A New Hope? His arc, Vader does have problems in the first movie, but not in the way, he doesn't suffer a major crazy defeat in the same way that Kylo does, like an embarrassment to someone that's not even trained. And it's sort of a different setup with him too. I mean, so I think it's, I think his storyline has potential to be one of the more interesting ones, to see him as he falls through. Maybe there could be a flip where ultimately that by the last movie, Rey is on the dark side and Kylo is a gray Jedi or something, or Kylo's trying to bring her back after this is all part of Snoke's plan to get Kylo, knowing that Kylo will train her in the dark arts a little bit, or train her in like a gray Jedi style or something, and that will influence him, be able to kind of stick his tongue inside her ear and gather the power that she has from the Obi-Wan Kenobi family. I don't know, I'm just theory crafting silliness right now, but it definitely has me excited. Nick says, maybe Rey kills Luke, finds out the truth about the Sith, and Finn is ordered to kill her. Kylo and Rey, the dark wedding, they have big Jedi babies that will conquer the galaxy. Whoever's directing in that Force Awakens 2, shadowing to show the light side, the dark side of the Force, to stay the character. That's so good. Nice pickup eyes. Guarantees they're tricking us by using some very strategic editing with this trailer, which I love. Got to keep everyone guessing until the day it's released. I agree. That's why it's so peculiar or percolating. A couple of P's. Pee all over my face. It's peeing all over my face right now. That the things that they're deciding to show us in this, because if they're showing us these things, either they're givens in the movie and they don't play a lot to some of the other points, but they're not going to show us everything. There's some big things that are being left out, and there's also some big drops in here. But where, as you said, we're not even to believe that some of this stuff is what it's presented. I'm kind of taking it for face value here in some of this stuff, but it could be edited all wonky in a really cool way. And I'll say again, you know, the deal with the little penguin Borg thing. What was it called again? Furby, Zerby, Derby, Perby, Pervy. What was the little pervy thing called? I'll deal with that because I like how Disney can market something, and I like this. I really do. This has me not in the same way of like, oh, excitement, great, but it has me percolated. Again, with the fucking pee all over my face. And I think that's what I needed to be about this Star Wars movie. I didn't need to know that there's going to be shiny bells and whistles. They're going to make me jump up and down and do jumping jacks. Yeah, which I am doing inside. I need to know that this Star Wars movie is going to be trying something a little bit different and be maybe a little bit more, not even cerebral, just not even the Professor X device to figure out all the mutants are. I just, something a little different, a little bit of a different tone, trying something, and I think I got that from this trailer, and I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. I think that fucking really worked out. Let's see. Let's kick it down a little bit to the bottom of the strap. We need more Padma work harassment. They edited The Force Awakens well and marketed to the point that we thought Finn might have been a Jedi. Yeah, where he picked up the lightsaber and all of that. Who cares about the penguin? What the fuck is with the ice wolf? I'm like, what the fuck? I clearly lost, but this sounded interesting. I'm okay. The Jedis are pretentious do-gooders who drink soy lattes while destroy the universe, says Ian. Timo, you have to watch the director's cut for tongue action. Let's go. Stop shipping Rey and Kylo. We don't need Attack of the Clones romance shit. We got Heath Hinton in the motherfucking chat right now. Welcome, Heath Hinton. Timo says, everyone asked where Ghost went when he appears in another film. He came over with Brienne. Brienne took him there. If you're hoping for something different, Phil, I suggest looking for the Star Wars story series that they're going to be coming out every other year. They're going to keep the main story pretty safe. I don't know, like, I think you might be right, but I'm hoping you're wrong. And I think it's the other way around. I think with the every other year stories that the Han Solo story and stuff like that, I imagine that might take it a little bit more by the numbers. I could be wrong. Like, I hope they're all taking risks because Disney's going to calculate, or whoever the people working on this are, the creative team calculates that people are going to come see these movies anyway. So we might as well, it could go both ways. They could say people are going to come see this movie, so let's just go by the book and not piss them off. But I'd like to see them use the fact that people are coming in to see Star Wars movies to really tell a bunch of stories that have in the Star Wars universe that haven't been told that way and give us something kind of new and unique. That being said, I loved Force Awakens, and I think this movie, and I think you might have said this, or a couple people in the live chat said this, for good or for bad, I do think Force Awakens becomes a better or worse movie after the events of this movie. Once we see where the direction of this particular trilogy is going. Is it trying to just go to the lowest common denominator, or are they really trying to create really unique creative stories within the Star Trek universe? And I hope it's the latter. From at least my initial reaction to this trailer, I'm feeling positive about the direction that they could be going. I don't particularly love Rogue One, but I know a lot of people really do, and they like that direction of the darker sort of tone to it. Maybe Disney is seeing that, or Lucas, whatever's left, it's not LucasArts anymore, whatever. The group is seeing, the mouse group, people seem to like this dark stuff, maybe we should put some more in the main films, So I'm hoping that we see more of that seeping in. Me and Phil looking smart when people see how epic The Force Awakens really will be. Same, I honestly thought it was the best Star Wars movie, far even better than Empire. Rogue One is better than The Force Awakens. I know a lot of people that feel that way. And I'm not going to argue with you. That's what's awesome about the Star Wars franchise. There's so many fucking awesome movies or different elements, whether Clone Wars, cartoon series, video games, Knights of the Old Republic, sorry, analysis. There's so many great Star Wars mediums that I can't argue with anybody that says that that's their favorite unless you say Attack of the Clones is your favorite. Unless you say, you know what I really love about the Star Wars series is the romance between Padme and Anakin. To me, that is the foundation of the Star Wars series. If you said that, that's like the only thing you could say that I'd say you're fucking wrong. But I personally, I appreciate Rogue One as a movie. I think it's a fucking extremely well-made movie. I didn't find it as compelling as I wanted it to find it. But I still fucking love it. And I still think I'd rank it for me, well, that's a different podcast altogether, but I would rank it pretty high and I think it takes some risks, and I definitely respect the movie for what it is, and I think especially the end of the movie really is strong, and I think there's a lot of elements of it that's great. I guess I just like Force Awakens better. I like shiny things, shiny, happy people holding hands. Makes me happy. Okay, I gotta go into hiding before the shame bells. There's too many Star Wars movies. It's daunting for someone new to even start. Timo, I wouldn't hide the shame bell. I think it's gonna be interesting, and I was talking to someone about this earlier today about how there's just gonna be Star Wars every year now until we, like, in perpetuity. You know, at one point in time, you would have thought you might be alive to see all the Star Wars movies, but no, Star Wars movies are gonna outlive us all. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what the plan for Phase 2 of all of this is after they finish these 3 movies. If they're going to do another trilogy, or if they're just going to try back-to-back one-off universe movies. I'll be very curious to see after episode 9. I'm like, episode 1, 2, 3, 4. I do math. After episode 9, what the direction of the Star Wars franchise is. Is it still going to be every year now, or are they going to turn to like every 2 years and they put out a more of a fine-tuned movie? Jar Jar is the foundation of the Star Wars films. Too many Star Wars movies. I'm going to go into hiding. No shame. Empire Strikes Back is an impossible benchmark. Empire is the best movie of any genre ever made. I would agree that Empire is also my favorite of all the Star Wars movies. I would quick list on it. I would probably go, this was rough. Empire, New Hope, Jedi, Force Awakens, Rogue One, 3, 1, 2. Would probably be my order without thinking about it really quick, but that'd be my quick order. Toy Story, The Droid's Great Adventure. They start merging Star Wars with Disney, Mulan, The Last Jedi. Force Ghost is always a very different thing from living beings. So yeah, good theory, but I don't think it has any real meaning. Let's go down here. Watch the original 3, 4 through 6. Then if you really care, watch episodes 1. Watch episode 1 or 3. Skip 1 and 2 and just watch 3. You could skip 1 and 2, or you could watch sort of fan-made stuff where they edit. There's a cool website, I forget the name of it, where they do there's like really awesome fan edits of the original trilogy, and they take out some of the bullshit and kind of just give you the good stuff packed together. And you're like, okay, there's enough good scenes that I can wrap my head around this a little bit. I forget what the site's called, but I know they do exist out there. So I want to watch this thing again. So let me watch this thing again. We're going to watch this a few more times. I'd like to thank, again, everyone that's popping on in here tonight to join me for this evening's trailer reaction and discussion. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I am excited to be here, and I'm excited for this fucking trailer. So let's watch this one more time and get into this shit.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that.
Is that Snoke speaking right there? The raw, limited power. I think it's Snoke, right? Is he doing the voiceover? Is that Andy Serkis? Come on, play, damn you, you fucking computer. Don't do this to me.
Saw raw, untamed.
Nothing too bad, Timo. Just a slight head cold, and a little bit of crybaby-itis.
Power.
I start to say with Rogue One and then watch, because Rogue One gives me more meaning than New Hope. Slow motion on the settings wheel. Left click and on the settings wheel, left click. Left click and speed.
And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does.
When did you see that raw strength before? Who are you talking about? Is that you talking about Anakin? You talking about the Emperor? Who was the one time before that you saw the raw strength? Luke.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Oh, don't leave me, Luke. Don't leave me.
Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on!
To go to Cody says, dude, what have they done to Luke? They portrayed him as weak in relationship to Rey. I don't know if what I assume is going to happen, it's going to kind of be a lot of buildup of Luke saying, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to do anything, but then when he finally lets out, we're going to get to see at least one moment of Luke showing his raw power. I hope they don't make Luke seem super frail and try to parallel Alec Guinness in the first movie and have him just be, you know, basically walking around and doing nothing or showing minimal abilities of the Force, or show a weakened Luke. We haven't waited this long to see Luke as a weakened Force. I want to see Luke show at one point when Rey thinks he's kind of just keep pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. I don't want to see her just easily destroy him in some way. We've been invested in Luke Skywalker for a long time, and I don't think I think part of what happened to one of the weaker points, I think, in Force Awakens, the way Han dies, that Harrison Ford didn't want to do this. I don't think Mark Hamill has the same issue. At least I don't think so. I'm not sure he just wants his character to die. So I assume they're going to have a more interesting long-form story for him throughout all the movies. I said earlier that maybe they might get rid of all the old guard, but I don't see that happening. I really do think Luke has something to play in the end game of this particular story. And I think he's going to be a big force in this movie. No pun intended, I guess. And I do think he's going to be a big force in the last movie as well. I just don't know as what. Maybe as our ultimate final villain or some sort. I don't know. I just have I don't think Luke is, it's exactly what it seems with Luke. And they're giving us grumpy old weak Luke, and it's just, it can't be that simple.
This is not going to go.
Well, wait, was that the thing? Was that Ghost? Was that Ghost in costume? Is that what you guys are talking about?
This is not going to go.
Ghost right there. He's the most powerful in a relationship known for its users in the galaxy. Snoke comes out of the unknown region so he can be more powerful than Luke. Snoke comes out of an unknown region so he can be more powerful than Luke. Dude, I hope they show that power. He is part of the Star Wars. It's great. You're right, bro. You don't want to see naked girls, BBM. I'm okay with Luke not being the most powerful, but I agree he shouldn't be a pushover. Yeah, I just don't want to see him kneel down and get killed or something like that. I don't think that's the way for Luke to go out. I think I just think he has a much bigger part to play. And yes, that's a Vaporeon. Actually, it doesn't look like Ghost. It definitely looks like a Vaporeon. Is this a quick image that Nintendo slipped in for the upcoming Pokemon MMO? Crossover with Monster Hunter and Star Wars, where you can use Darth Maul to go out and hunt a Vaporeon. I think this is coming soon to the Nintendo Switch. It's the Pokemon Star Wars Monster Hunter crossover we've all been waiting for. Hunt Vaporeons, Jabba, Rancor beasts, and all your other favorites in a new adventure game, only on the Nintendo Switch. I love this thing. This is fucking great. So, Pokemon are everywhere in this trailer. Ghost is jacked. Fuck that thing. Ice Wolf. I'm going to blow up the Earth with my P-31 space modulator because it blocks my view of Venus. Watch the interviews with Mark Hamill and you be the judge. Eric Era Unknown says. Crystal Wolfs. Dude, I think he has a lot of problems. He wouldn't do the movie if they diminished his character. This is going to be a movie where Kylo kicks ass from start to finish to balance out the hissy fit thrown in The Force Awakens, says NY. I'm okay with Luke. Okay, let's scroll back up. Luke realizes that the dark side is the way to go. Can we bring an Avatar too? We have a Vaporeon in the newest edition, the Porgy. Much love. Talk to you soon, Broke. Probably not going to be on too much longer either, Broke. Thank you so much for popping on in and the kick in the ass to get this thing started. So later, Broke. Let's continue. Let's get past the Pokemon section here. Vaporeon, I choose you.
The way you think.
I wonder how much Leia is going to have to do with this movie. I wonder if we're going to get the pun or the expression, there's always a bigger fish in this scene. I think that's one of my very curious moments here. If we're going to see that little Jedi breathing device again with this underwater swim, I hope so. I want to see that thing again just to have more relevancy, to add a little bit more credibility to the prequels, I guess, if we see a little device that someone puts in their mouth to swim here. Okay, if Rey is Kenobi, I'll accept Rey's power, but she better have some special fucking parents. Aw, you suck, baby. Have a good night. Porgy the pervy penguin. I'm so glad I said that. Porgy and now available after this broadcast. Porgy the pervy penguin t-shirts. I will have them made. That is right. Soon being sued by Disney.
Fulfill.
Whoa. Oh, was that Kylo training her? In that quick shot? No, that's Luke. That's Luke. Luke looks fucking evil as fuck right there. He's just like the wizard. Get out of the water, Rey. No, Rey. Get out of the water slowly. Turn around, Rey. Luke, you sick fuck. Show me I have unlimited power. If everyone wants to be fair for a minute, the prequels do have their moments. Duel of Fates in Episode 1, the best Jedi Sith lightsaber duels ever come on undisputable. Hey, we got Casey Atheist in the live chat right now. Frank keeps bringing up a great point that I have to keep saying over and over again. They are definitely misleading us at many points in this trailer. Nothing is as it seems in any trailer. So there's definitely that. The gray Luke. Stop using a horse to swim. Luke's a badass. Why did Vader's mother wasn't powerful? Padme had skills. No. That's because his father was Metachlorian. Sorry, I had to wrap my head around what was said there for a second. That's because Vader's mom was just a vessel for the Metachlorian power to infest her and give us that's a wizard, Annie. That's our only is that our only thin shot of the whole trailer where it looks like he's captured, he's back with his stormtrooper guys that are really going to be excited to fuck him up, but it's good to see he's out of the danger situation that we see in the last trailer. We don't get to see him out of the hospital bed, so good to see him up and about again. Good to see those things in action again. Some pew pew pew. We needed some pew pews in here, and we got some pew pews. But it's low on pew pews, and I like that. I like that. Give me, again, action. Have a couple of big action set pieces. This is where I don't mind it. Copying some of the beats and some of the structure of Empire in the sense that maybe have a couple of big battle moments, but have it be more of a character piece and really explore these characters, get to know them, more of an interior story and the relationships with Rey and Kylo and Snoke, and get to know more of Snoke and really understand him as a character. That's really what I want in this movie, opening up this world and expanding lore. Not Data's brother lore, like the lore in the world of Star Wars. So that's really what I want to see in this movie, not the pew pews. Like, it's okay, give me some pew pews and fun, but you can do that. Give me a whole pew pew movie. That's fine. But show me you can do something more than that. And that's why, I'm not saying to try to Empire. Part of the reason why Empire is such a hard mark to follow is it's the least visceral of all of them. It has some big fucking moments, obviously, the Hoth and all that sort of shit, and then the big conclusion and all of that. But with the Vader, I'm your father, in Cloud City is intense to look at. But for the most part, even everything that happens at Cloud City, it's more of a personal story. And I think it really fleshes out who these people are and makes you care about them so much for that point in Jedi when they all come back together. We're together again. Oh, but how are we doing? Shitty. Yeah, same as always. Like, you feel those moments. And that's part of what made that original trilogy great, and that felt very false in the second trilogy. And I hope this is the opportunity where they have to really make its own universe within this show. These films. This threesome of films. And it's in this movie, if they sort of not put on the brakes, but hover here for a little bit and go to impulse power and move forward, but really take time and explore who these people are and their motivations, understand them, and not just give us quick headlines, actually give us an editorial here or some shit like that. I want to see Watto too. He was one of the best parts of the original trilogy. Pew, 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 and porgies. Snoke looks like someone that who whipped his ass in the past. If you've never seen Empire on the big screen, you truly haven't lived. Gray Jedi is going to be cool, but we'll change the Jedi part. I want to see Watto. I hate the design and the new AT-AT in some of the ships. Yes. Oh my God, I'm loving you so much. Pew, 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 penguin porgy. We need some pew, 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 penguin porgies. Please send all these things to me because I want to remember them. Send me a message with all this shit. Okay, let's continue. Pew, pew.
Destiny.
Okay, this is the first time we see Snoke in flesh. I like that he looks real. I feel like I could grab him and touch him and squishy and stuff. But I want to see him standing up. I know the character's supposed to be very tall, lanky, and shit in some of the design choices and in the novelization of The Force Awakens, which actually, if you've never seen it and you want something to kind of hype you up for the next movie and you want more out of The Force Awakens, I know it's not a perfect situation, but I couldn't recommend the audiobook or the novelization, depending on how you take in books. It really expands on what you saw, and you understand some of the characters a little bit more. I think I would still like Force Awakens, but I think I like it better because I listened to that as well. But so I do have to listen to it again. It's been a while. But this is our first real look at Snoke. He's looking realer than he did in, obviously, because we only saw him in projection last movie. I'm still dubious on him as our big bad. I need a big scene with him or two in this movie to really make me understand what's different about him than Sidious, what's different about him than any other blanket bad guy sitting down barking orders. What makes him so powerful? We understand very quickly what makes the Emperor powerful, or we get the hint of it, just the tone of how much fear he elicits through the movies. When we see someone as powerful as Darth Vader being fearful of the Emperor, I think that really elicits, like, holy shit, if Vader's afraid of this guy's fucking a badass. And when we finally see him in the way he just easily fucking fucks up Luke and shit, it's a big deal. And then in the prequel movies, I think the Emperor is one of the few highlights of those movies in seeing how his power pans out. We understand Palpatine, we understand his motivations, we understand what kind of bad guy, quote unquote, he is. Snoke needs to make himself something different. And I think, again, this movie has an opportunity to define him in the way, again, to go to Knights of the Old Republic with Revan and Malak are two very different kinds of leaders. And I want to know what makes Snoke a different kind of Sith Lord, or a Sith. What is his strategy? Because it doesn't work the same where we say, oh, Kylo's afraid of him. Well, Kylo's a pussy that fucking lost to an untrained Jedi who barely had, who got his ass kicked easily and is a whiny asshole in this first movie. Just because we could easily think that he could be manipulated by an unpowerful force. Is he just all word of mouth? Is he more of a verbal manipulator and not so much a warrior? Is he a great warrior? Like, I just want to know. Inquire your mind, want to know. I gotta know. Tell me. Tell me, motherfuckers. Spread it all over me. I want a golden shower of knowledge of Snoke stuff, and I want it to stick. I want that person to have eaten something very tasty. I want it to stick. Darth Jar Jar. Phil, please don't bring up Kotar. Plagueis was explained enough in 3. You have to understand the Darth Sidious killed Plagueis in the original, so it's impossible for him to be Plagueis. He doesn't look like the same race as Plagueis 2. Poor guy, looks like he needs some facial cream. Yeah, he needs that Cindy Crawford infomercial special that use this cream and preserve yourself in carbonite forever. I've heard a few theories about Snoke. One, he absorbs other Force beings' powers and heals him as he does. Thought that was interesting. Dude, I think Darth Jar Jar was a legitimate thing, but they made him so unlikable that they couldn't do it. And he looks like a fucking ball sack to me right here, says Carl Tanner. He doesn't look like he could do shit in Janali, man. That's the fucking shit for me. He looks like very old, perhaps from the old Republic days. Perhaps he's Malak. Could he be Darth Malak? Cheers, Bloody Talker. If he's Plagueis, I'm pretty sure he's going to be reworked to the backstory of Plagueis, but it'd still be awesome. Pew, Porgy, and Pervy. The three P's of Phil. When you join this channel, you can learn about the 3 P's. The Pews, the Porgies, and the Pervies. That's what you get here on Phil the Issues Guy. This would happen to your skin if you don't use Imperial cream. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I gotta set this up. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this man right here. This will happen to your skin if you don't use Imperial cream. Best in the galaxy. Available after this trailer. The phone lines are, I don't have call-in lines right now, but if anyone does want to leave a voicemail about their thoughts that can play before the end of the show, voicemail lines are open at 781-990-8509. Again, that's 781-990-8509. If you want to call on in and leave a voicemail, I will get it and play it at the end of the show so you guys can get your thoughts in or theories about some of the shit that we're going to find out, some Snoke theories. I want some Snoke theories. Give me some Snoke theories. What's going on here? Oh, did I accidentally call somebody? I think I accidentally called you. I'm sorry, person that I accidentally called. It's there we go. Let's do this. Push that over there. There you go. I'm sorry I did that to you. Stephanie has I sent it to Stephanie who's sleeping right now. I woke her up to see the trailer and she has a 3-word review. Wow. Holy fucking shit, dude. Holy shit. I don't know if he's listening right now or not, but if Charles Hartman is listening right now, who just changed their Patreon donation, I have to say a huge motherfucking thank you to you for doing that right away. Lots of love to you, and I'm giving you a spin of the fucking wheel. You can hear me right now. I'm giving you a spin of the wheel. My brother's 6'8", but he doesn't look like a giant ball sack. I feel like screwing with him. Oh, and you got Phil Drink. So for you, Charles, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, even if it's for just a month or a moment. I appreciate all of that support that you guys give, and thank you so much. Here's a toast to you, Charles. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Charles. 2 points, motherfucker. So yes, if anyone wants to leave a voicemail, please do. So here we go. Oh, Rey looks like she's getting her ass kicked right here. So who's fucking with Rey? Is this her trying to fight Snoke there? Is someone standing in the background using like a force choke or force hold? Right there. Is someone... I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. You can't. But in the background, in the foreground of that shot, is that someone standing up there or something? Like, what is fucking with her in this situation? Who's torturing her? I don't know. Could it be Snoke? Could it be Luke turning on her? I don't know. What the fuck's going on? Could Captain Phasma be walking somewhere? Could it be? Oh, is the Bloody Talker. You're the fucking Bloody Talker, Bloody Talker. Fuck you, motherfucker. Dude, I know you so much as the Bloody Talker, but so Charles, you're fucking amazing. You should be a guest on Movie Fights. I would love to. If Movie Fights is watching or checks this out, I would love to be on anybody's situation. As long as time available in situation, I'm always loving stuff. Yes, Snoke, it's the gold costume from the toys. Oh, it is. Okay, so it is Snoke. So this is kind of could this be another shot of Snoke? He looks kind of like a Christmas tree in the background, or he's really big. That Anthony says that is Snoke. He's got a gold robe. That looks like Snoke's golden cloak that he has. Space Many. Yeah, it is. Looks like Snoke. I can't help but laugh at this scene. Yes, Snoke's the gold costume. Thank you, everyone in the live chat. This is again why I love doing things live instead of, because if I'm doing this alone, I'd be like, hey, what is this? I don't know if it is.
I'm going to blow up the earth with my P-31 space modulator and go pew, penguin, pew, pew, pervert, pew.
Yeah, it's Snoke. I want to see some Imperial guards actually do something instead of just have Yoda kind of just give them Vulcan neck pinches and throw them off. Thank you so much, Bloody Talker, by the way. You're fucking amazing. I super appreciate that. So, okay, I rewound it, so let's start from the beginning again. I got to do it. Let's start the last time through this thing, and then I'll turn and see if we get some voicemails and go to that. Holy fuck. Like I said earlier, I exploded. I was so excited about this trailer before it even started. A bottle of red wine exploded in my pants and splashed everywhere. So I have red wine in my hair. And I'm wringing it out right now into my mouth.
When I found you, I saw raw.
I'm sorry. I know that. I know he's trying to sound badass there, and he does kind of sound badass there. But the take is somewhat comical with the way he says raw. It's a cool way to start the trailer with this. I don't like this. Why they always have to do this song? Like, listen to this song. That ding ding.
When I found you, I saw raw.
The ping, everything in the music's fine with me, but the ping shot change thing, I want that to leave. I'm sick of that. Like, every trailer does something like that. Like, ping, change, ping, change. Like, okay, don't fucking Pavlovian dog me with trailers here, you motherfucking cocksuckers. We know what you're doing. Stop it. Change it up. Change the pace. Let my brain not fall into the automatic tones like that. Shut the fuck up. I'm hearing a bell. I expect the shot to change. Oh shit, bells are ringing. Bells are ringing. Children singing. Motherfuck. Like, stop it. I'm going crazy here. Snoke Martell of Dorne. I can't take Snoke seriously with the voice. I don't know. It's a little comical to me. But yeah, stop with the fucking bells. Ding. Ding. Motherfucker. Ding. Yeah, and that water does look a little CGE.
When I found you,
When I found you about the students, and now I am the master. I have the power. I'm sorry. I'm getting goofy now. Sorry, I'm getting a little goofy.
saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Bomb. She looks so upset. I mean, look at this. Let's look at this girl. Carols of the Darts.
Truly special.
Wait, is that is that the Lost Island? Are they going to see Jack? Wait. Take this fucking lightsaber back, motherfucker. Take it in your Terminator-looking piece of shit hand and shove it up your dirty ass, Luke. Where were you, motherfucker?
Inside me has always been there.
I love that.
And beyond that,
I love that shot of Luke's face when she hands him it back. He just has dirt. He has a bad lunch face. Let's see if I can get the Luke bad lunch face frozen. Take this shit back. Are there polar bears on that island? Sorry.
Inside me has always been.
Yeah, this stink eye look, you fucking dirty fucking piece of shit. You couldn't leave me alone. Every time I try to get out, they drag me back in. Hooah. The only thing good to come from Godfather 3 was that line.
Been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
No, I was gonna make a dirty joke there too. The first one that popped in my mind was
Inside me is
when she goes,
special.
"Ooh, I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Let's see how well you handle it." Oh, it's thick. It's thick. Your Schwartz is thick. Powerful.
something.
So what?
Inside me is always.
There's something inside you? Is it your magical... Is it your magical lightsaber vibrator? On low setting, it could be amazing. So my mind's way... I'm going through that every time. But I could do my last watch through, which is the dirty, disgusting watch through. Wow, I haven't held my penis I haven't seen my penis in 25 years. Shit, look at this Schwartz. It's huge. I just want to see him go all Joker for 1 second. I want to see one outtake where he's getting frustrated from a day of acting and he just turns into the Joker on set and starts going, "Listen, Brucey." I can't do the Joker voice.
Always been there. but now it's awake. And I need help.
She was awake. She needed help. Luke, where were you? You're just having her waving around your Schwartz everywhere? And then she opened up your crack, and now you're all upset because she cracked you? Come on, Luke. If you're going to go this far, and she wants to insert the lightsaber into the crack or use her force powers to spread those cheeks of the fucking rock, you're going to tell me you're going to get all pissy? You fucking grumpy old son of a bitch. Fucking should have left you on Tatooine, you angry little bastard. What the fuck?
I've seen this raw strength only once before.
You're almost gonna make me give you more money for those Mel Brooks references. I know I get a hard on for you, Phil, when you get the Mel Brooks references. I mean, we see several merchandising where the real money of the movie's made here in this situation. We get a lot of Rey's face in this trailer, not looking happy and not looking go lucky. There's no happy go lucky. There's a lot of sadness. This is the album cover, or the bad shot. You know, the photographer didn't quite get to her right there. Please have a seat. I'm just gonna make a horrible joke right there. I'm just gonna make a super horrible joke right there. I stopped myself. Why am I stopping myself? I shouldn't be stopping myself for horrible jokes.
And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before.
Oh, I see my raw strength.
It didn't scare me enough then.
See, someone's clawing through some wood. We get some broken wood, and someone's ripping through some splinters out their cock. Right here, Luke's little pleasure droid is facing a sad moment as he's looking at the remainder of the Jedi Temple that he worked so hard to bring in so many random people to touch them inappropriately, and it didn't work out for him, and it's all being burned down to the ground right now, and you fucking suck, Luke. How'd you fuck this up? I want to know how you fucked this up. All because you left your training early. If you had just stayed there and trained with Yoda, or they listened, you were way too old and angry, you little fucking prick.
Does now.
Wait, why is her lightsaber Dalek? That's an album cover, an angsty teenage girl who doesn't have any rage. Yes, I agree. She's the one who destroyed Luke's temple. Luke sent her to Jakku. Oh, that Rey was. Could she have? Oh, that's an interesting take. That Rey really was the one that fucked everything up, and Luke wiped her memory. Spoiler alert for Knights of the Old Republic if you've never played it. Something again to date back to that, like the Revan situation, that Rey was too powerful, like too powerful of a student that could have destroyed everything and actually did destroy the temple somehow. And she got mind wiped. And that's why Luke looks so fucking upset when he sees her. Like, oh, she found her way fucking bad. Fuck this shit. But I mean, that's a long shot, but I think that, I don't know if that's what you were saying. This looks like another $6.99 purchase of HBO for 4 months ahead of the debut. How mighty have fallen. Phil rant. Disney likes dicks. I have recalled Little Mermaid VHS kid. Phil, chill dude. He was getting some fresh eggs from the chicken hutch. He had to milk the cows. And there was a fire because beasties kicked over the candle. Oh, you guys rock. Fucking Luke.
Let the past die.
Oh no. Oh no. You broke. Take it from someone who used to punch walls. You're never going to win, Kylo. You're never going to win. We get a little bit more of pew-pews right here.
Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant.
Are you sure there's something else that's... Are you sure that something else that's raw? Look at it seriously.
To be.
Ooh.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
Oh yeah. Oh, could we actually see Captain Phasma do something here? Was that her? Did we get a quick flash of Gwendolyn Christie facing off against? Yep. I gotta say, her uniform looks fucking awesome. So, we're gonna actually get to see her fight in this movie.
This is
Reposted for Phil to read my theory. Oh, where is it? Let me scroll up. Cartman. Okay, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, so maybe we're being tricked. Maybe these 3 movies are redemption of Kylo Ben. The true villain is Rey. That would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome. That would be what I'm talking about. Just something that we wouldn't really see coming. And then if you look back to that first movie, it really would complete the story as a whole. I don't think it's going to be that simple. They introduced our enemies so quickly. I'm hoping there's some sort of tomfoolery going on in this episode. Going on this episode, yeah. This is an extremely dirty trailer if you really think about it, especially if you're pervy like me. Oh, I'm pervy. Or maybe it's a cave training scene like in Empire Strikes Back when Luke saw Darth was himself. Oh, it could be. Oh, that actually could be what's going on. If you want to punch the wall, what you do is just punch a really cheap closet door to really shit, then you replace it, then you punch it again. I need to Porg on a loop. Disney animators fucked with people in the old days, like the 40s or whatever. He's smashing a mask. Poe looking more like Solo. The bloody talker neck, I agree pretty much. Going into the cave training scene like the tree on Dagobah. Every time I see someone's name with a voice to text, it turns into some random word and makes me look crazy. I don't think Disney is brave enough to do that to Rey. I would love that. I do that. Like if anyone's ever texts with me, I always do speech to text, and I always sound like an illiterate third grader or something like that. If you try to read what I'm writing, it's quite ridiculous. I almost want to go back and do a podcast where I just read all my fucking speech to text, like what I'm trying to say. I do it sometimes with some of our friends on Discord where I'll write this big long message and you read it back. It's like, what the fuck? Sometimes I'll go back and edit it. Sometimes I have to leave it because it's just fucking perfect. Okay, let's finish this thing up.
It's not going to go the way you think.
And I don't know if that's a message to the audience right there. This isn't going to go the way you think.
Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone.
Hannibal. It wouldn't even be funny. R2-D2 would fucking destroy BB-8 in a fight. In a robot. What was that old show? The Robot Wars or something? You put them both in a ring. I would take R2-D2 any day. No one's beating that ornery fucking droid.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
So tickets are available now. The tickets were a little bit easier for me to get this year from instead of last year. Let me loop this. Turn it on the background. Switch over to here, and just kind of play it in the background now. But so that is the Force. I was just gonna say the Force Awakens, the Last Jedi trailer. I'm very excited for it. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I'm sure a lot will be talked about this trailer from this point on. I don't know if we're gonna get to see another trailer after this. Maybe they'll release one more kind of teaser thing, but this very much might be it that we get before the movie. I personally, like I said, haven't read any spoilers. I know if people want to get at that stuff, there's people that are out there doing that, or seen a lot of the images and the photos from the set and kind of following it that way. I haven't necessarily done that, and I kind of want to go into this movie as ignorant as possible. And that's not too difficult for me, because most times ignorance is one of those natural instincts that comes out of me, or natural reactions. See, I'm too ignorant to even know what ignorance is. So yes, I'm clearly the most ignorant guy in the room. But let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let me walk over here. And let's play a voicemail that we have with Bloody Talker with a Snoke theory, I believe. So let me scroll this shit up. If anyone else wants to get a last minute call in here before we wrap things up, you can leave a voicemail at 781-990-8509 on your thoughts on this trailer, your thoughts on some predictions for The Last Jedi. Where did this trailer kind of deceive us? What stuff is what's being presented? What kind of movie do you expect? How high are you on your expectations for this movie? Are you expecting a lot from it, or are you going in with a kind of meh, could be good, could could be bad. It's interesting because the landscape before Force Awakens was very hungry for Star Wars. We're coming off the prequel movies, and I'm not going to completely poo-poo every moment of those prequel movies. I agree with, I think the Buddy Talker was saying this earlier. There's enough in each of those movies to make me watch them with a mild smile on my face at times. I like Liam Neeson. I like some of the stuff that happens on, like Watto and some of the stuff that we get on Tatooine, minus anything Anakin like. I also enjoy, even though I wish we got more of him, some of the lightsaber battle that we get with Darth Maul at the end, I think is a very good fight. And I think Darth Maul is, even in his limited time, elicits some sort of interesting nature to him. I wish they gave him more of what he was slated to do in the original scripts of that movie. I think Jar Jar is a fucking horse shit. At the time, I liked pod racing, and I liked the video game. I liked the Nintendo 64 video game that I played, the pod racing video game. I was a big fan of that stuff. Episode 2 is a hot mess. I said this before, but at the IMAX Aquarium in Boston, they were showing for a while an edited down version of episode 2 where they just took out all of the love stories and they just had like balls to the wall action and the action still doesn't have a lot of weight to it, but there's a couple of moments here and there that are good. Seeing Yoda fight is interesting in a fun way, and we see a lot of back and forths going on in that movie that if you skip the Anakin and Padme stuff, there's a couple of moments here and there that are interesting. I think Obi-Wan's really good in that movie. I think that's his best movie of the three. And then the last movie, I think, has some good elements. I think Hayden's better in it than he is in episode 2. I still think every time he's on screen with Natalie Portman, it's horrible. Obi-Wan has an interesting storyline in it. I don't like it as much as the second movie. Grievous, I think Grievous works better in a cartoon, like in those original Clone Wars, like the original, like the shorts and stuff. I think Grievous as a video game character or a cartoon character is more compelling than he is on screen. It just didn't buy it on screen. I think the Emperor is pretty good, and I think the conversion to the dark side is meh, but there were some good moments in the third movie. I think all in all, it's all right. So, but the landscape was really down. I mean, most people are extremely down on those movies. And I think The Force Awakens, it's the Eddie Murphy joke. You're starving for a long time. Someone hands you a cracker. It's the best cracker you've had in your whole life. That's why a lot of people went back and goes, oh, I just got the regular old Ritz. That movie was the regular old Ritz. What the fuck are you doing to me? So there was a lot of sort of recanoning of people's opinions of this movie after the fact. Wait, what happened to us all? We're all blinded when we like this. I feel the same way I felt about it the first night I saw it. It was fun. I had a really good time watching it. Was it perfect? No. Was it a little bit too close to A New Hope at times? Yes. Did I have a good time watching it? Fuck yeah. I still contest that every time I watch it, I have a good time watching it. And that's something to me. That means a lot in a movie. It's not easy to do that. And so I very much enjoy it. So coming into this movie, though, we've had Rogue One, where a lot of people really enjoyed that for being a different kind of Star Wars movie. Some people didn't love it as much, but I think the majority of Star Wars fans really enjoyed Rogue One. And looking into this movie, I just wonder if the expectations are low. So we're in a good position for this movie, even for a Star Wars movie, which has crazy levels of hype, ridiculosity. I think we're at a fucking good, steady, like everyone's like, okay, going into this with an open mind and not too over crazy about what they expect. So I think that's, again, another opportunity that this has to kind of blow us out of the water. I think they're in a good position to grab the audience here. And I've been repeating myself a little bit, but try something fucking new and really fucking push this. So that's what I'm hoping to see out of this movie. And more fodder for Mel Brooks. He's getting old. Give him the trilogy already so we can get another Spaceballs movie. I know John Candy and Joan Rivers aren't alive, but I do think Mel Brooks could at least do a short or a Funny or Die skit or something like that. And I know Bill Pullman would be in on it, and we could do something with John Candy. Have his voice, but there's enough of John Candy's voice. We can figure something out. Give me more Spaceballs. But okay, let me play our messages. Let's go into the yeah, that was just the saltine, Hannibal. Yeah, the original Clone Wars cartoons were pretty awesome, and Grievous was terrifying in them. Yeah, Grievous kills Shag. Yeah, Grievous like hunts people down and murders them, and I feel like it didn't come through as dark as he should have been, and just as more of like a precursor to this is the precursor to the Vader technology that we get later is all that's really he's for in the movie, and as as a thing for Obi-Wan to beat up. And I think I just don't think he was the right kind of character to have in a live action movie in the way they were doing CG. It just didn't work out. It came off as it looked like one of those pinwheel toys and shit, or pinwheel fireworks things. Hey, Em, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you. What's the matter, Phil? You don't like sand? Phil likes snow more than sand. Love Rogue One. Spaceballs. Agreed, Rogue One was a blast. I do actually have to say Empire was better than Rogue One, but Rogue One is in my top 3, says Bloody Talker. I love how Phil says he's going to play my voicemail and then goes on a 5-minute rant. Okay, now I'm going to end the show, everyone. That's it. No, I'm kidding, Bloody. Let me play Bloody's message. Stop being a dick.
All right, real quick, it's the Bloody Talker. I'm going to start out with a spoiler warning. I'm so cocky about this theory, but I don't have any proof for it, so it's not technically spoilers. All right, here we go. Snoke is a Force vampire. He had been wounded a long-ass time ago, give about 1,000 years ago, and has been hanging out in the unknown regions while this whole shit was going on with the Clone Wars and shit before that, and you have the battle with the Empire and the Rebels and all that shit. After Order 66 happened, you have a bunch of fucking Jedis who die. Their midichlorians go into the living Force. Snoke absorbs that shit and starts healing himself. That's how he keeps healing, is when living beings die, he's absorbing the Force energy. He's a Force vampire. That's why he keeps getting better and better looking, right?
And I'm I'm like cutting you off like I'm actually talking to you. Oh, wait a second, buddy. And that can make sense why he's so encouraging Kylo to murder his father and his mother. I know Han doesn't have Jedi power, but he's like, you should kill your parents, and Leia does. And so it's and who knows, Han might not be a Jedi, but he might be one of those like Force sensitive regular people, and that's how his luck has manifested himself. Who knows? And that's why Ben is so powerful too. So let me finish.
Palpatine was searching for this dude because he knew he was more powerful than him, and he was trying to find him and kill him before he could recover, right? And Luke is freaking out about this dude because my guess is Snoke also ate Qui-Gon, Anakin, and Yoda. And Luke's freaking out because he can't become a Force ghost now because Snoke will be able to eat him. So that's why.
Very interesting. And I have heard rumors that Hayden Christensen's voice, at least, might be in this movie. And also Obi-Wan might be in this movie. There were rumors that he was seen on set as well, or at least in the area where they were filming. So you could be onto something there. And I don't know if Liam Neeson was seen around there too to have Qui-Gon. So I'm going to play the rest of your message, bud. This is a very interesting theory. I'm definitely liking this. Force, that Snoke's power, his unique aspect is that he's a Force vampire of sorts. And he's been hiding and been around for a long, long time, hiding from Palpatine, because he was one of the only things that could stop Palpatine. As we know from Knights of the Republic stuff, the Sith isn't as simple as there are just two. And there are always people trying to overthrow, and that's always a big part of it, and people that can hide within certain gray areas of the Force. And maybe Snoke is not opposed to using light aspects to shield himself at times too, and can really manipulate people on all ends and just take the powers and absorb Force energy. Very interesting theory, and it almost works as a mask for him.
He thinks that the Jedi should be gone because if there's no powerful Force beings after he kills Snoke, then no Force vampires like Snoke can come back again. That's the theory. Peace. Later.
I definitely like your theory, Bloody Talker. Very well thought out, very interesting, and very possible. Nick, I will play your message right afterwards. They could shave Zach Galifianakis and do the CGI like they did for Rogue One for John Candy. I wouldn't mind if they used every single John Candy voice or every single line from the first movie and just had someone, whatever. There's ways to do it, especially if it was for just a short skit or something. They're bringing holograms back and shit. We could get Barf. They could feed into it. John Candy would have found it hilarious, fuck it. And Joan Rivers is easy too. You can just take her voice and add it to Dot Matrix. There's literally billions and billions of hours of Joan Rivers saying like obscene, ridiculous shit that Mel Brooks could just add in there. And Mel Brooks is still funny as fuck. If listening to him in recent years, he's been touring, doing stand-up and doing like really long shows. It's not like Mel Brooks has a lack of energy. And I know after Force Awakens came out, he was saying that he'd like to do one last movie and have it be Spaceballs 2. And he actually said that. What he said was he said, and I think in a joking tone, I hope I survive long enough to see the whole trilogy because I want more material. He like wants to be able to spoof the whole thing. And I think with Star Trek being back and everything like that, and Spaceballs, as much as it's easy to just look at Spaceballs as a Star Wars spoof, it also has some Star Trek stuff that mixed in there with the Snotty beaming me and Snotty beamed me last night. It was wonderful. Oh yes, the voice message, the little finger. That's the Walking David on the voice message. We're gonna have him leaving a new voice message pretty soon. But sorry if the voicemail line scares you when little finger pops up there. So here we go. Let's play our second message. Poor Brienne. They call her ugly in Game of Thrones. They won't let her show her face. Snoke is a forced Pac-Man. They should throw away the extended universe. They should have never thrown away the extended universe. I agree. And I hope they use some elements of that. I hope they threw it away because they want to throw people off on some things that they might pick up from it. But unfortunately, I don't think. But I think there's so many cool stuff in the expanded universe shit. And I haven't read it. I've more just talked to people who have read it, so I know what a lot happens, like with Luke, with the twins, and with what happens with Luke and all of that. So yeah, I definitely wish they used some of those aspects. If he kills hot chicks, does he get prettier? Yes. It's like Death Becomes You, that movie where if Goldie Hawn starts sucking people's life out or something. The lightsaber in Rey's opening scene looks like she's holding a fluorescent light bulb. This is a theory that I just made up. I really don't have any concrete proof, but I just feel like from being a fan, it makes a lot of sense. I'm down for a Star Wars vampire. Okay, Rey is raw power, true danger to the Force. She will end in the dark, light split in the Force and become Gadriel with the ring. I want a Thrawn Star Wars story. That would be awesome too. There's so much good stuff. So let's play another voicemail. And as we're starting to wrap things up, I think this is from Nick. If anyone wants to get one last or a couple more voicemails in, please feel free at 781-990-8509. Don't let Darth Vader on the screen fool you. He's sitting right there. He wants you to watch. He wants you to join in. So let's play this voicemail.
Hey Phil, don't know if you might get this message tonight, but
I'm getting it.
I have a quick little theory of what you were talking about with Luke saying it's not what you expect. Maybe because in this scene and all the scenes with Kylo, maybe because he lost his will as a Jedi, and with Rey being a fangirl to him, she quits, thinking that Luke is pretty much like a hack, quote unquote, and then joins Kylo to learn the other side, this quote unquote, the bad side of the Force, to really understand and feel how it is to have all that power and, her special way of using the Force that she pretty much doesn't know about. Just a quick little thing. Don't know if you might get it tonight, but there it is.
Awesome. I want to listen to it one more time.
Luke saying it's not what you expect. This message tonight, but I have a quick little theory of what you were talking about with Luke saying it's not what you expect.
Oh.
Maybe because in this scene and all the scenes with Kylo, maybe because he lost his will as a Jedi, and with Rey being a fangirl to him, she quits, thinking that Luke is pretty much like a hack, quote unquote, and then joins Kylo to learn the other side, this quote unquote, the bad side of the Force, to really understand and feel how it is to have all that power.
Yes.
And, her special way of using the Force that she pretty much doesn't know about.
Great point. And I don't know if it's going to end up that if Rey brings this all together somehow, that ultimately figures out that the balance is being a gray Jedi. It isn't leaning towards the light or the dark, and that her true power will be she'll start to get obsessed with it at some point and not just want to stop at the light and not completely become dark side either. Just truly embrace both sides at that point, and maybe that's what is going to separate her and Kylo. And Kylo in that moment, he wants to learn more about the light side and see how she beat him and understand that too. So very good message, Mark. This guy's new. We go hard. We get to all the voicemails. The Force vampire theory, but no, Maul is back and Vader is a badass. I haven't watched Rebels. Does it support the refute my theory? I'll watch it regardless. You have to watch the 2 seasons of Rebels cartoon Bloody Talker. Great stuff. So let me do this. I'm gonna watch this one more time and from beginning to end, and then we're gonna call this a stream. Thank you to everyone that joined tonight. This was a lot of fucking fun. If my computer wasn't being a douchebag, it would be even more fun. But here we go.
When I found you, I saw raw.
When I found you, why so roaring? Sorry, no, it's good.
Gained power, and beyond that, gained power. Something truly special.
Done. Look at it. Yeah, I don't know if they're not fully done rendering all the effects, but I agree the lightsaber doesn't look great there. Well, I did see the Obi-Wan Maul fight. That was pretty poetic, especially how Maul tried to use the same move that he got on Qui-Gon to finish him. Rey wins. She had Melisandre on her side. Also like how the Rebels use the old school lightsabers from A New Hope. That rock looks like a fucking dragon. It's Balerion, the Black Dread. The Force vampire theory. Maul's back. Maul's back. Bring Maul back. Yeah, it looks like a fluorescent light from Home Depot. Replay of, I wonder if this is how the movie's going to start. So many Star Wars movies begin kind of with a battle or something. It'd be interesting to see if this movie starts right where the last one left off, like immediately in this moment. I mean, I know we're going to get the crawl, and I hope the end of the crawl is Rey finds her way finally to Luke Skywalker. It should just be like a 2-second crawl. Rey meets Luke Skywalker. Movie starts.
Inside me has always been there.
I see a lot of red in the background for the dark side rather than black, along with the new process of creating a Sith lightsaber, which bleeding a kyber crystal. I say Vampire Snoke. Luke has Cylon hands, raw and wiggling. You keep your nasty taters. Fluorescent light from Home Depot. Here we go.
But now it's awake. And I need help.
He's so freaked out when she's moving the rocks one at a time. It's because I'd still be more freaked out when like Yoda lifts up my ship. You've seen Yoda lift that fucking ship out of fucking Dagobah. You're freaking out that she's moving rocks like this? I'm kidding. It's probably something else. It has to do with something else on his mind as she's reminding him of something or tapping into something. It's just all I can do is make fun of the edit itself. And even when I love it.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to.
There's a lot of switches of voices here going back and forth. We hear Snoke's voice again. We definitely hear Kylo with the mask on say something at that point in time too. We flash to Leia here. I know that Carrie Fisher's part was cut a little bit in this movie. I just wonder how quickly or how small of a part she's going to have and how quickly that's going to I don't see her character making out of this movie. I think it's a given that her character is going to be killed in this movie. Probably by Kylo. Push it.
That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Oh, I think the voiceover that we're hearing is a back and forth between Kylo and Rey that we eventually get to at the end of the thing. At the end of the entire trailer. It seems like he's saying you have to let go to be as powerful as you possibly can be, yada, yada, yada. I do think it's interesting that she's taking advice from someone whose ass you kicked. Personally, I would take advice from someone who kicked my ass rather than someone whose ass I kicked. You know, I really want to learn all those techniques you use to lose to me. But no, I get it essentially, because she's going to hit some brick wall with Luke, and she's going to need to go someplace else and know that the light side leads to a brick wall if Luke is ultimately, this is what ends of it all. So it can't just be that simple. So I have to learn more about it, which sends her on her journey. So let's continue. Play, you damn fucking thing. Furby! Petunia! It's the pervy penguin.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
Yeah, he's totally looking Han Solo like in his outfit there. They're like, okay, Harrison Ford's gone. You can dress him like Han Solo now. Come on! Finn looking like a badass, looking like we're gonna have a cool fight with him and Captain Phasma. Poor Brienne of Tarth.
This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your
Bam, motherfucker.
destiny.
Choke.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Show me. And when I watch that back too as well, I will say that it doesn't make it 100% clear that they're both in the same scene, that I need someone to show me whatever. She could be talking to Luke, and then they just cut to a scene of Kylo with his hand out. That could just be totally a fucking bullshit tactic right there to make it seem like she is joining in for make it seem like she's asking Kylo for help, and she's not actually doing that. That could just be a complete misdirect in every possible way. I wouldn't be surprised, as a couple people have suggested, that there's the live motherfucking chat. Like, a couple people suggested that it's not beyond trailers. In fact, it's the job of a trailer to get you excited, but in some ways completely deceive you on what possibly is going to happen. So everything I said here could be completely bullshit about them joining together in any possible way, and it could all be weird editing right there. But they definitely made it seem that way. So it's not a joke. He's draining Force energy because he's a vampire. They're different. Porgy the pervy penguin. Thank you. How the fuck? Leia. So we got one more message to play before the end of the evening. Let's play this from our buddy Hannibal.
Hey, what's up? This is, well, my name's Pat, but you guys know me as Hannibal O'Neill. I am shit-faced, but what's up, Phil? And, yeah, I wasn't around because I had to move. I'm up on the North Shore. I'm up in Gloucester. And I love all you guys. You guys are fucking cool as fuck, and that's all I'm going to say. So I'm out. Bye. Later.
Awesome. Have a great night, Hannibal. In sort of in our neighborhood. Have fun in the fucking North Shore, dude, motherfucker. Lots of love to our good buddy Hannibal. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate this. Really appreciate all the support you guys give in the live motherfucking chat. I'm sorry, Mother, but this is my way to see different. Goodbye. Kyle, I'm sorry, Mother, but this is my way to see a different me. Goodbye, Phil the Issues Guy. Goodbye, everybody. But no, everybody, can't wait to see it. I'm going to see the movie opening night. Got my tickets all set up. If you're excited for this movie too, let me know in the comment section below. If you're not, let me know why you're not. Let me know why you fucking hate me. Know why you agree with me, why you don't. I would love to hear any theories you have or anything in the comment section about this movie or about anything you want. I'll be on again very soon to talk more Star Wars, but I will definitely be on the evening of the movie for initial reactions right after it airs. Probably about 10 o'clock on Thursday the 14th, 10:30. The movie starts at 7. I think it's 2.5 hours, so I should be home by like 10:30, able to start. I don't know if Stephanie will be, streaming with me, but probably not. And then after that, a few days later or a week later, around that time, I'll get a few people together. Matt again, like last time. Maybe Taka again. Joe this time, if he's available, and get as many of the people from the Issues crew over here to talk about the episode. Try to get them maybe even in studio to just have a big group discussion about it. So, everybody, you guys are fucking amazing in the live motherfucking chat. Thank you to everyone that's joined me live through the entire evening, and thank you to everyone who's still in the chat right now. You guys are amazing. Let me pull up some music. And I will be back, like I said, very soon for more. If you haven't already and you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share it with a friend. Help the channel keep growing. Keep pushing it. Keep sharing it with a friend. Expand our audience. Bring more people in the motherfucking chat. Join the Discord group. Keep the discussions going there. Listen to some music. Hang out. Play a fucking cheesy role-playing, word role-playing game. Do anything. Do all that stuff. Become a patron, spin the motherfucking wheel, do that sort of shit. If you end up buying anything on Amazon, not too much, we don't get too much from it, but a little something, please start all your Amazon shopping with this link right there. Just start with that link and then do whatever shopping, and we get a very small percentage from Amazon that helps us out, that over the long term will help us out, especially as the holiday seasons go. If you know anyone that does a lot of Amazon shopping, just get them to put this shit in their fucking browser and start all the Amazon shopping here. And it helps the channel out a little bit. But you tell one lie, it leads to another. Shit can add up over time. So everyone, thanks so much for helping out. And take it down. Take it down. Thank you so much for helping out there. Everyone's spreading the word about lots of shit. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good night.
Oh, loser lost. I'm off and brought to the post edge back at the top. See you there when the bruise is clear. I'm clearly better when I'm dropped. Born through rare, man's got lost. Silk on the bum like an old man mother. What's the hurry to get away? Say I'll bring you when you let go again. The words cover me two sides. Both bless each other. Get a life is the mess I see. Don't wanna live to what is me. But I know the loss is yours. Cause my inside medical clause. All I do, what's rare. Ask me some left, I go when I care. All that's great, but it's not the truth. The only truth is talking to you. Your very existence bothers me. You make me feel like a pile of eggs. You take away something I love, the one thing that makes me happy to held my head. You pissed off the wrong person. I just wanna make you suffer for this. Yeah, payback's a bitch, a little bit. Don't want to die till the end. I'm going to my full win. Check it out, the end of the passes. You go reverse side, I'm a bit of a fucking Jedi. Close my mouth, I hold my heart. I'm standing the sand, my legs spread apart. Care about the vine that is your line that used to be mine, so I dragged it down the line.